Welcome back to part 2 of this series. Now that we have the BL3000 unboxed, let's go over how to properly use this powerful device. If you guys are not quite sure what ozone is a chemical. It's 3 molecules of oxygen, and people use ozone generators to remove mold, odors, bacteria, and viruses. It pretty much just purifies the air from those things. It is a very powerful device, but it's also harmful to your health. Ozone is a respiratory irritant, and if you're exposed to large amounts for long periods of time, it's actually very deadly. So I created a 5-step guide to help you guys so you're using ozone generators properly and safely. Starting off with step 1, we're going to be talking about preparation. You guys need to make sure you select the right size ozone generator for your use. Like I said before, the BL3000 and its counterpart, the F101 acrylic, they are both an air purifier and an ozone generator, whereas the F105A and SS12000 are strictly ozone generators. So keep that in mind when you're out there shopping for an ozone generator. You guys need to think, do I also want it to be an air purifier so I can use it 24/7, or do I want a strictly ozone generator that has much more ozone output? Now that you have the right ozone generator selected, the second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to unoccupy the room that you guys are going to treat. So if there's animals, people, or plants in there, whether it's a house or an office or warehouse, make sure everything is completely unoccupied. Like I said, ozone is a harmful chemical. Some other things you want to take into consideration are certain items, anything rubber, fabrics, or electronics. Some of those things can actually deteriorate over time if they're exposed to large amounts of ozone. But if you guys are doing like a 30-minute to a 2-hour treatment, they should be okay. But it's also just recommended to either cover them or remove them completely. And then kind of the last thing to talk about regarding step 1, which is preparation, is you're going to need to seal the room. It also depends on the area you are treating. So if you're treating a house, pretty much make sure all the windows and doors are shut, and then again, get every living thing out of it. If it is a room, same concept applies. Shut all the windows, shut the door. Most houses have a door gap at the bottom of the door. You guys can actually roll up a towel, shove it in there to close that gap off. Just make sure the room is completely sealed so the ozone can treat it properly. Alright, step 2 is set up your ozone generator for field use. If you guys haven't done it already, go ahead and install the ozone plates. If you guys are not sure how to install the ozone plates, we have a video out there, or I can quickly show you. Pretty much all you need to do is remove the back cover, remove the filters, get your ozone plates, and slide them in to their designated spot. If you guys are just looking at a video or for a video for the BL3000 and you just want to use it strictly as an air purifier because you're not sure that you want to use ozone, something we always tell our customers is if you do not want to use the ozone feature, don't even install the ozone plates. But for those people that do want to use it for the ozone feature, go ahead and install the ozone plates, and that's how you do it. Then put the metal filter back in, charcoal, HEPA, then the back plate. Alright, so now that we have ozone plates installed, we need to set the timer. So all you need to do is you're going to turn the unit on, and then on the right side of the unit you have away. So when you push the away button once, you're going to have 30 minutes. If you push it again, you're going to have an hour. And then if you press it 3 times, it's going to set a timer for 3 hours. So that is how you're going to select a time. If you guys do not want a timer, just turn the unit on and make sure the ozone feature is selected as well. I will go over how to actually use the ozone feature. But once you have a timer set, the last thing you're going to want to do is select the ozone output. Okay, we're going to be mostly looking at a couple buttons, and we're going to be looking at the LCD screen when it comes to selecting the ozone output. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because once I turn it on, the fan kick on. But let me go over this real quick. When you turn it on, it's going to be set at 1,400 square feet. Here is going to be the fan speed. When you guys increase the fan speed, it's also going to increase the square footage. So if you have the fan speed all the way maxed out, it was at 2,000 square feet, but if we click on the ozone button, It's going to go up another bar and it's going to increase the square footage. You can also increase the ozone output along with the square footage if you increase the purify setting, which is going to be above the ozone button. So with the fan speed max and the ozone max, if we max out the purify setting, it's going to increase the ozone output to high, and it's going to raise the square footage to 3,000. So depending on the use you need for your ozone generator, go ahead and select the time, whether that's 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then go ahead and select your type of ozone output. Third step is going to be activate your ozone generator. As you saw in step 2, as we turn the unit on, so you're going to want to quickly adjust your fan speed and ozone output along with the purify setting depending on the square footage and the amount of ozone output you want. Once you have that all selected, go ahead, put it into a central location of the room, leave and let it do its thing. Step 4 is going to be post-treatment. If you set a timer on the BL3000, wait for it to go off. When you know it has gone off, you're going to want to wait at least 30 minutes to 2 hours before you enter the room. Ozone will actually dissipate back into air, so we recommend waiting 30 minutes to 2 hours for that procedure to happen. If you did not set a timer, what you're going to want to do is either put on a mask or hold your breath, quickly run in there, turn it off, whether that's the switch on the back or you pulling the power cord out, and then get out of there, and again wait between 30 minutes to 2 hours for ozone to dissipate into the air. After you have waited the wait time, you are okay to enter that room. Once you enter, open up the windows and let the whole room or area ventilate, removing any excess ozone. This brings us to step 5, which is going to be the last step, and that is going to be repeat the process if necessary. If you enter the room and you still notice mold or an odor, the BL3000 is very capable of killing bacteria and viruses. However, those are very hard to see. You re-enter the room and you still notice something and you're not happy with the results, run the process again until you are satisfied. When you're done using the ozone generator, you can go ahead and turn the BL3000 into an air purifier, and you can just let it run continuously. Or if you're done with it in general, go ahead and put it in a secure place, whether that's a closet, a garage. Just keep it in a cool, dry area and out of the reach of children.